Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. It's great to be here today. Oh my goodness, it's such an exciting day. I apologise for pushing my live back later today. I will explain why in a little minute. And I was just about to go live and my husband rang. So I apologise for being a few minutes later than the second time I said I was going live. But I'm here now, so all good. So let me just bring this up on my other devices so I can see everyone's comments there. Oh, I need to turn the brightness up on this one. There we go. And I've got some exciting things to share with you today. Today is a super exciting day in the Stampin' Up! World. And I'll explain to you why in a moment. So here we go. Let's get this up on my computer. And okay, there we go. Awesome, great. So as you're jumping on, say hi, let me know that you're here. If you're watching here live on Facebook, you'll see a little red live button up in the top corner, top left hand corner, so you'll know you're live. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for coming. And if you're watching over on YouTube later on, thank you for watching over there as well. Feel free to leave me comments, chat with me, ask me questions, tell me what you think about things as I share them with you. I would love to get your feedback. So yeah, super exciting day. Now, for those of you who are not Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, you may not know this. Those of you who are demonstrators and are watching, then you will know this, that this morning, well, hopefully you know this, this morning we had at 5 a.m, so hence why I'm late, because I went to bed really late. I got up really early. I was up just before 5 o'clock. I was up for a couple of hours after that because we had a couple of things happening early hours of the morning. Then I tried to go back to sleep. My brain was just going, and I couldn't get back to sleep. Finally went back to sleep. My alarm woke me up to get ready for my 11 a.m. Facebook Live, which I postponed. And I thought, oh my goodness, I haven't had enough sleep. I'm not going to cope with the day. Reset my alarm, tried to go back to sleep. Of course, more stuff going through my head. Anyway, haven't had much sleep, but I'm here and I'm going to get through the day on adrenaline today. So the exciting thing that happened this morning at 5 a.m. for demonstrators, we had a color refresh video from Sarah Douglas, the CEO of Stampin' Up! Now, you may have heard that there was going to be a color refresh coming for the annual catalogue. There's been a lot of talk around it, so you may have heard about that. So we actually got to see this morning live at 5 a.m. Australian time, that is, Australian Eastern Daylight Time, in fact. We got to see all of the brand new colours that are coming, and sadly all of the colours that are leaving to make way for the new colours that are coming. Now, we have got some brand new colours that are coming, but also we've got some returning colours that were with us before that are coming back, that have been called for to come back. So Stampin' Up! Have listened to us, listened to what we want, the colours that we loved, and they're bringing some of those old favourites back, which is super exciting. So I have got those to share with you. Well, I've got some of the information to share with you today. I've got all of the colours that are leaving us to share with you, and I'm going to share a little bit of information about the new ones that are coming, but there will be more information coming. My newsletter will be going out later today, so there'll be more information there in my newsletter. If you're not yet subscribed to my newsletter and you would like to keep up to date with all of the latest news, I'm going to pop that link in the comments right now. So let me grab that. And all of my links will be in the description of my video as well, both here on Facebook and over on YouTube. So you'll be able to grab it from there as well if you jump on later and you miss it in the comments. So let me just pop it in the comments for you. There you go. So the newsletter subscription link is there. You can click on there and subscribe to my newsletter. And if you are a new subscriber to my newsletter, you do get an exclusive tutorial for 3 projects that I have designed that are only for those who subscribe to my newsletter. So you won't see them anywhere else. So it's another great reason to subscribe. All right, now before I jump into, the other thing that happened today too, so then that was at 5 a.m. and that went for just over half an hour, and there was a couple of my team members on with me, so we were excited and we were messaging each other. It was super exciting. Then at 6 a.m. as demonstrators, we got to see the PDF version of the brand new annual catalogue that is coming out in May. It's going to be coming out to customers on the 2nd of May. For demonstrators, of course, we get it a whole month earlier. So it's another great reason to join my team, because we get all these cool things early before everybody else. So it's super exciting. So we get to order from the new annual catalogue from the 4th, and all the new colours and everything from the 4th of April. So we get them a whole month earlier, which is super exciting. Now, the other thing that went that we got notified of at 6 a.m. was all of the retiring products from the mini catalogue, because this one is going to be retiring on the 1st of May. So we've got the whole list now of the retiring products, and also the current big annual catalogue, and this one is also retiring on the 1st of May. So we got the full list of, and I've just printed it out, before I went live, and I will put a link in my newsletter to these. So we've got the 2 lists of all of the products that are retiring. Now, this one from the annual catalogue is how many pages is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 4.33 pages worth of products that are retiring, and that's tiny, tiny print. When you look at the PDF, you can actually enlarge it so that you can read it, because even with my eyes, I need my glasses on to read this. It's tiny, tiny print. So yeah, so exciting. Now, all of these products that are retiring, some of them are going to be reduced up to 60% off, but that will happen from the 4th of April, okay? So even if the products are available now, because a lot of us know now, and we're getting all the information out to our customers, people know what is going to be going. And if there is something there that you really love, I highly encourage you to grab them now, because even once the last chance list becomes effective from the 4th of April, between now and then, those products might actually sell out, and you'll be very sad if you miss out. So if there's something that you really, really loved that you had your eye on, it may, if it's on the list now, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's still going to be available on the 4th of April. It might sell out before then. So I'm just giving you a heads up. In case there was anything that you really, really wanted, then be sure to check that out. All right, now a couple of other things I wanted to tell you about before we jump into the new colors was I have, and it finishes tomorrow, Friday the 31st of March, I have got my essential adhesive bundle available, and thank you to those of you who have already purchased yours. So in the essential adhesive bundle, you get a pretty pouch with a cute little tassel, and I've got 3 colors. So I've got 3 colors, and then in there you will get a range of adhesive. You will get a full a full roll of tear and tape. You get a full box of mini glue dots. You get a bottle of multi-purpose liquid glue. And then you will get a sheet of, now these will be in a little baggie, but I've taken them out to show you. You will get a sheet of foam adhesive sheets. You'll get a sheet of Stampin' Dimensionals, a sheet of mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and a half a sheet of foam adhesive strips. So all of that, including the pouch, is valued at over $40, but I have that on special for you for $35 to save you some money, help you to get a whole heap of those adhesives. And just a heads up, in the new catalogue, the adhesives are increasing in price. So now is a really good time to get your hands on them. Yes, because they will be going up in price in the new catalogue. Even our favourite glue, which is I think this is our cheapest adhesive, or are the Stampin' Dimensionals the cheapest? But yeah, the green glue is going up in the new catalogue. So just a little heads up on that one. So I have a registration form for that. That you can register for that. So let me put that in the comments for you. And again, it'll be available in the description in my links. So don't worry if you miss it right now, but I'll put it up now just for those of you who are here or those of you that are watching the replay. There we go. We'll pop that up. And oh, hey Julie, how you going? I just saw that you had jumped on. Great to have you with us today. All right, so that's our essential adhesive bundle. There's lots of information today. So if you've got a pen and paper, write these things down as I tell you, because your mind will be full of information today. Hey Sam, how you going? Great to have you with us today. Yeah, so check that out. All right, so I'll put that over there out of the way. Okay, colors. Now, we are going to have a look at some colors, and then I have got a project for you. Sorry, I've got a new chair. I got a new chair just 2 days ago. It's one that I ordered, and it was a make your own one. So I was able to choose the different pieces to put together, and I'm still getting used to the feel of it and how to position it to be comfortable and things like that. So yeah, if you see me moving around a lot, that's because I'm trying to get comfortable in my new chair and still getting used to it. Hey Roz, how you going? Great to have you here. We've got an exciting day today. As I said, lots of news today with color refresh, colors that are retiring, new colors that are coming, colors that are returning. We've got we got to see the new annual catalogue today as demonstrators. We get to see the PDF version, and very soon we'll receive our paper copy as well. Stampin' Up will be sending those out shortly, so they'll be with us in the next couple of weeks. We've got the retiring lists of the current annual catalogue and the mini. So much happening. And tonight I'm actually having a little team event with my team. We're going to enjoy the new annual catalogue PDF together, and have some fun browsing through the new catalogue together. So that'll be a lot of fun tonight. So can't wait for that. All right. Well, what I'll do is I'll tip the camera down. I feel like I'm talking a million miles an hour today. I probably am, because I'm really, really excited. And as I said, I'm running on adrenaline today because I haven't had much sleep. So, all right, I'm going to tip the camera down onto the desk so that we can have a look at these colors that are retiring, because these ones that are retiring, now that the word is out there, I tell you, they are going to go in a flash. They'll be gone. So if you had colors on your wish list that you want, if you love any of these colors, you don't yet have them, grab them now. If you don't have your re-inkers, let me grab some of my re-inkers. Hang on one sec. If you don't have your re-inkers for these, actually, I think I picked up one that's staying. I did. I picked up one that's staying. If you don't have your re-inkers for these colors, then I think that one's staying too. Let me just grab one. I'll see if I can grab one of the ones that's going. Let's see what's in here that's going. Oh, I think it was Rich Raspberry, I think was going. Is that one? Yes, there we go. I grabbed one. If you don't have your re-inkers for your ink pads, get them now, because these are going to sell out really quick. These are one of the first things that go as soon as we know anything about color. They're one of the first things to go. that and the ink pads, and then the cardstock will follow very soon afterwards. So you need to make sure you get your re-inkers for all of your ink pads, especially the ones that are retiring, because once they go, you won't be able to get them again to re-ink your ink pads. All right, I'm going to pop the, oh, your internet's playing up, Sam. Oh, that's annoying when it does that, isn't it? Oh, maybe try doing a refresh and see if that helps. Just refresh your screen, see if that helps. All right, I'll cover up the camera and tip it down onto my desktop so I don't make you all dizzy. And we will get started with some fun. Here we go. Squeaky, squeaky, always squeaky. Oh, I just stood up and pushed my chair away from me and it rolled a million miles away. Well, not a million miles, but it rolled a fair bit away. All right, let me now get this camera lined up. There we go. Put some lights down onto the desk. There we go. Oh, good. Oh, look how nice and straight I got the camera today. First go. That never happens. All right. So any of these things that you see today, any of the inks that you love, the cardstock that you love, and the products that we're using later, you can find these now in my online store. Now, you know what? I didn't check this morning to see if there's anything that has already gone non-orderable. Let me just quickly check that now. So I'll just bring in the, oh no, I'll wait until I show you this. There's just one re-inker that is on non-orderable at the moment, but that's a color that is staying, so that's okay. Oh, there's a low inventory on, oh, that's okay, that one's staying too. There's another couple that are on, oh, there is one on low inventory that is leaving us. Okay, let's start with that one then. All right, so I have got my colors all sort of mixed in. So Soft Succulent is one that is going, and this was one of the in colors from the, now let me get it, 2021 to 2023 in colors. So we know that those in colors, we already knew that those in colors were going to be leaving us, okay? Now the Soft Succulent, the re-inker is already on low inventory. So if you don't already have the re-inker for Soft Succulent, and this is such a beautiful green, get it now, order it now, because it's already on low inventory. So once that's gone, it's probably not going to be replenished. So let's have a look at the cardstock color for Soft Succulent. There's the color, the cardstock color, because sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell on the ink pads because they can fade and things like that. So that's the Soft Succulent, okay? So that one we knew was going to be going. We'll go through the other in colors first, the 2021 to 2023 in colors. So we've got Evening Evergreen, that one's going to be going. We knew that that one would be going. We've got Pale Papaya. We knew that one was going to be going. And Polished Pink. And what was the other one? Oh, the other one is actually staying. Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia is actually going to be staying. So I'm so happy about that because I love this color. I love all the purples. I love the purples and the pinks. So sad that Polished Pink is going, but Melon Mambo is staying. So that's good. So we've still got one of the bright pinks. Yeah, but Fresh Freesia is staying. So that one's going to go back on my shelf. But yeah, also too, when you're getting these, remember about your Stampin' Right markers and your Stampin' Blends. So if you have, let me have a look and see, what have we got? I think we have Soft Succulent. Got Soft Succulent in those? No, that one, I can't remember which ones we have and which ones we don't have now. That's, oh, that's another one that's going actually too. I'm just having a look to see. No, oh, it might be this one. I didn't pull out the Stampin' Blends. Oh, there we go. Soft succulent. Okay. So you've got soft succulent Stampin' blends that are going to be going. And you've got the Stampin' Right marker. No, that's the wrong one. That's mint macaron, not that one. This one. They're very close. That's going to be going. The cardstock's going to be going, and your re-inkers are going to be going. And if there's any embellishments or anything that are including in those colors, they'll all be gone too. Okay, so when you are looking at products that are going to be leaving us, then make sure that you also, when you're thinking about your inks, make sure that you also, oh, Amber just said, I think there were blends for all of those colors. Yeah, I think you're right too, Amber. I was just trying to have a quick look on the shelf there. It was hard to find it. Yeah, so just remember your other coloring tools as well that go with these. So it's not just the ink pads and the cardstock. You've got your re-inkers. This isn't the right color, but yeah, your re-inker, your cardstock, and your coloring tools, Stampin' blends and Stampin' Right markers. So remember to think about all of those as well if you've got colors that you love. All right, so they're the ink colors that are leaving us. So we knew about those ones. I do have cardstock for these ones as well. Let me just pull them out. We've got the Evening Evergreen and Pale Papaya and Polished Pink. There we go. So I'll move those up a little bit so you can see the cardstock. Okay, so there they are with the cardstock, so you can see them in a better light, better color. And also too, because my light reflects off the stamp pad, so it makes it a little bit harder to see. Okay, so we knew those ones were going to go, so that was no surprise. It is a surprise that Fresh Freesia is staying though, so that is really exciting. Yes, yes, Roz, Fresh Freesia is staying. So exciting about that. Yes. Yeah, it is a nice color, the soft succulent, isn't it, Julie? I use that one a lot, actually. I'm sad about that one. Oh, Julie's sad about Polished Pink. She really likes Polished Pink. Yeah, I'm a bit sad about that one too. In fact, all of these ones were really beautiful colors. So maybe one day they might come back again in another color refresh in who knows how many years. Stampin' Up! Does a color refresh about every 3 to 5 years. Usually it's around closer to the 5 years. Just to stay up to date with color trends, to add in any colors if there's sort of holes in the color family, like there might be not enough blues or too many pinks or not enough pinks or whatever. Yeah, so they're constantly looking at that, and also to take out those colors that maybe aren't popular and bring back colors that have been, you know, cried out for, that were popular previously or that people have missed, you know, so much and want back. So yeah, there's a few different reasons why they do a color refresh, but I think it's a lot of fun when they do that. All right, so that's the in colors. So we knew about those. All right, now the ones we didn't know about. So Saffron, now let me know what you think about these. So Saffron. And let's pull out the cardstock for So Saffron. Whoops, not that one. Hang on a minute. There we go. So Saffron. So Saffron is a really lovely light yellow, which is really great. It's not as bright as Daffodil Delight. So if you needed that softer color, that was a really good one. So, but never fear, there's another yellow coming and it's really pretty. So, yeah. So what do you think about that one? Has anyone got any thoughts on this one? No? Put them in the comments if you do. I do have a little bit of a lag, about 30-second lag. So I might catch your comments as they go through. All right, so Saffron was one. Then we've got Mango Melody. Mango Melody is also going. Here's a Mango Melody cardstock. Apparently, the Mango Melody was the least popular color in the South Pacific, which is very interesting because I actually really like Mango Melody. But yeah, so there you go. Rose said, I always thought it was a bit close to the hue of Daffodil Delight. The Mango Melody or the So Saffron? Which one did you mean, Roz? Not sure. Hey, Glenda, how you going? Great to have you with us. All right, and then we've got, let's see, which one will we go next? We'll go to the blues. So then we have, oh, So Saffron. You thought So Saffron was very similar to Daffodil. Actually, So Saffron was really pale compared to Daffodil. Daffodil Delight is a much brighter yellow. But then if you stamp off with Daffodil, you can get it lighter. But yeah, So Saffron was quite a, I think Daffodil Delight is more of a bright yellow, whereas the So Saffron's got more of a sort of, it's more of a sort of like a more of a dusty yellow, I guess you'd say. Like, yeah, like sort of a brown undertone. So yeah, interesting. Then we've got Pacific Point. Now, I didn't really use Pacific Point that much, so I'm not too sad about that one. Didn't really use that one hardly at all, actually. There's the cardstock for Pacific Point. Anybody love Pacific Point and sad about that one? There seems to be a lot of blues now, Glenda. Yeah, which I love because I love the blues. I also do love pinks. We do have some new pinks that are coming. I was hoping that there might be a few more hues of pinks, but I think the ones that are coming are really lovely too. All right, so we've also got in the blue range, I'm just reaching over here, we've got, well, this is kind of a bluey green, is the Mint Macaron. Mint Macaron is going as well. Which is a little bit sad because I did love the Mint Macaron. I probably haven't used it as much of late as what I used to use it. But it is a really nice color. It's sort of, I'm just trying to find the cardstock here. It's kind of a bluey green color. So yeah, that one's going. And then we've got Bermuda Bay. I think we're going to need to butt these up a bit closer to each other. Bermuda Bay is going. So this one has been quite popular, actually, Bermuda Bay. So there's a lot of people that are sad about Bermuda Bay going. Move my light over a little bit. How about that? Yep, so that one is going as well. We'll move these ones up here. There we go. If I stack them back like that, you might be able to see them a little bit better. So that one's going. All right, and then we've got, now Amber and I are really sad about this one, Pear Pizzazz. We love Pear Pizzazz, and it's our most favorite green that we use. So it's got, apart from Soft Succulent, but it's going as well, the Pear Pizzazz. So that's really sad. We're very sad about that one. Then we've got, let's go to the pinks. Well, we've got pinky purples. We've got Rich Razzleberry that's going. And let's find the cardstock for that one. This one here, that's the Rich Razzleberry. So that's going. Space these out a little bit so you can see the other colours underneath. And then we've got Merry Merlot that's going, which I love Merry Merlot at Christmas time, especially for my Christmas projects. It's a really, really beautiful colour to use. It's a really beautiful sort of burgundy red to use, especially on those Christmas projects. So sad about that one. Then we've got, I don't have good spacing here. I really didn't plan this well, did I? Trying to space these out so you can see them all. Then we've got, this one I am really sad about is Blushing Bride. Now my ink pad has faded, my label on my ink pad, so it's hard to see on there, but this is the actual true colour. So that's the Blushing Bride. Oh, and here's the Merry Merlot. I forgot to pull the Merry Merlot out, so put that one there. And the Blushing Bride. And then we've got a couple of our neutrals. I know, Pear Pizzazz. Oh, your heart is broken, Roz, for Pear Pizzazz. I know, right? So sad about Pear Pizzazz. We really, really love Pear Pizzazz and use it all the time. I know, look, Amber's crying about Pear Pizzazz. Oh, Glenda loves Bermuda Bay. Glenda loves the Bermuda Bay, so she's sad about that one. Yeah, it's a really beautiful colour, isn't it, Glenda? Very sad. Yeah. Oh, and Glenda, you're sad about Pear Pizzazz as well. See, Pear Pizzazz, I think a lot of people are really sad about Pear Pizzazz. So, yeah, we need to tell Stampin' Up! We want it to come back again down the track. When they do the next colour refresh, we need to tell them we want Pear Pizzazz back. All right, so let's move on to a couple of our neutrals. Now, I'm really sad about this one because I love this one, Soft Suede. This one and Early Espresso. Early Espresso is staying, thankfully, but I've actually been using Soft Suede more lately than Early Espresso. I really love the Soft Suede. Let's pull out the cardstock for that one. There's the Soft Suede. It's a really nice brown. It's a sort of a, I don't know, would you say it's a grey brown? Really like that one. So I'm disappointed that that's going. Very sad about that one. And then this one, Amber and I are both really sad about, Sahara Sand. We love Sahara Sand. And there's the cardstock that goes with that one. We love that. We use this all the time, and I use a lot of you would know that I like to do distress inking with my daubers. I often use the Sahara Sand or the Soft Suede when I'm doing that. If I move them like that, you'll be able to see them a bit better. Yeah, so I'm so sad about that one, but it's okay because there's other new colors coming, so we can get excited about the new colors, and we'll just have to find new favorites. So there is that one as well. So that is all of them that are going. So I hope some of you that are watching this have written down those colors, because they're going to be the ones that you're going to want to be buying. Okay. Oh, Kevin's here. Hey, Kevin, how you going? Kevin says, sad so many favorites are leaving us. Yes, I know, but love the new colors, Kevin says. Yes, me too. Me too. And I'm sure that once we have our little grieving time over these ones, that we'll move on to the new ones. We'll find new ones that we love, and we'll be okay. It's always hard to say goodbye though, isn't it? Yes. Amber said, as much as people think Pear Pizzazz is close in tone to Old Olive, most of the time I need that slightly softer green. Yeah, it's actually, Pear Pizzazz is actually really different to Old Olive. And before we had Pear Pizzazz, Old Olive was my favorite go-to green. And then when Pear Pizzazz came out, I just fell in love with it. It was a much softer, prettier green than the Old Olive. The Old Olive's got sort of more of a brownie undertone. Yeah, so we're going to have to go back to using Old Olive, I guess. we'll come to love it all over again. Julie says, have to say, with all these retiring colours leaving us, I am loving the new in colours. Oh, yes, me too, Julie. They are beautiful new in colours that are coming. Very excited about them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette this time. Very happy with all of them. Glenda said, my two favorite in colors are going. Oh, she's really sad. Oh, which ones are they, Glenda? Is it Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen, or was yours Polished Pink? Who said polished? Oh no, Julie said Polished Pink. She was sad about the Polished Pink going. Lots of people love the Soft Succulent too. So yeah, so there you go. So like a lot that are going, but we've got ones coming to replace them that are going to be different. So lots to get excited about. All right, let's move all of these out of the way. Now, I hope that you wrote all of those down. Oh, before I move them, actually, let me just show you, for those of you that are not as familiar with the catalogue, because, you know, we've got so many catalogues that are always coming and going, and the big annual catalogue, there's lots in here, and it's, you know, it can be hard to find things if you're not familiar with it or you don't refer to it that often. But if you turn in your annual catalogue to pages 122 and 123, so this is the current one, not the one, this is the one that's actually going to be retiring. Here is where you're going to find all of those colours, so you'll have all of the codes there for everything in those colours. So you've got your A4 cardstock, your classic Stampin' pads, your classic stamp ink refills. Make sure you get those ink refills. And remember, which one was it? Was it Soft Succulent? I said was already on low. Yep, just checking. Soft Succulent is already on low inventory, so it's going to be gone. I wouldn't be surprised if it's gone by the end of today, actually, to be honest. They go that quick. And your Stampin' blends, okay? So they're all there. If you are looking for the Stampin' Write markers, you just need to go over a couple of pages and you will find over here your Stampin' Write markers on page 126, okay? Also to keep in mind, I'm just having a look to see if any of these, yep. So the pencils, the watercolor pencils, the colors are going to change because some of the colors that are in the current packs are retiring. So let's have a look. I think the assortment pack 2 might be okay, but the assortment pack 1 has got Bermuda Bay. Is that the one that's going? Yeah, Bermuda Bay in it. And it's got Pacific Point in it. So that one's going to have to be changed because that one is going. Those ones are going. Oh, and Rich Raspberry. It's got Rich Raspberry in it too. So that first assortment, the assortment 1, that's going to be changing too. So if you wanted the watercolor pencils and you don't have them yet and you wanted those tones, grab them now too because they're also going to go. What about the soft pastels? I haven't had a really close look at the catalog, the new catalog yet, because I had to go back to bed and go back to sleep. I was too tired. Let's have a look and see what's in here. Coastal Cabana, no, it's Bermuda Bay that's going. Daffodil Delight, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody. Wait, was Mango Melody the one that was going? Oh, Mango Melody's going too. So I wonder if these are going to change as well. I know the pencils are. I didn't look closely at these, at the soft pastel assortments. But anyway, there you go. And with the assortment pack 2, we've got Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Night of Navy. They're all staying. So that one will probably stay the same. I haven't had a close look yet, but yeah, just saying, check those out. But yeah, and if you want 12 by 12 cardstock as well, you can get them here. And you can get the assortment packs as well. So check those out. And if you want any of the current coloured ink pads in a bundle, so if you want the colour families or the colour collections in a bundle of all of the colours, you can get them here. And if you buy them in that bundle, you can get 10% off. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. That's on page 126. All right. So, and remember, you've got all your other embellishments as well, embellishments and ribbons and things in these colours. They're all going to be gone. So yeah, but the inks and the ink pads and the cardstock, they're going to be the first things to go, especially the ink refills. I can't say it enough because I've seen it happen before. So just take my word for it and don't wait. Don't wait, get them now. All right, there we go. As I said, if you shop with me, you can go to my online store and you can find it through my blog, which is mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. Or you can go to my website, which is mandywitherby.stampinup.net. Or go to the online store of your demonstrator if you have your own demonstrator. If you're shopping with me, any orders over $75 will receive a thank you gift from me when you use my host code. This is my March 2023 host code. So be sure to use that one if you're shopping in the next couple of days. From the 1st of April, there will be a new host code, which I will pop up on all of my social media channels and in my newsletter and everywhere. So you can find that. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to my newsletter if you haven't already. I popped the link in the comments a short time ago, but all those links will be in the description of this video as well. Oh, your favorites are Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen, Glenda. Yes, they are both going. Very sad. Very sad. Yeah. Oh. Can you use the refills on the older style ink pads? A lot of people have, but Stampin' Up! Have just put out a new notification, which I think was going out today. We were told a couple of days ago, but I think it's going out today, that they do recommend that you don't mix the new with the old or the old with the new, because you can get a chemical reaction in the inks. They can, just like anything, like milk in a jug or flowers in a vase or spices in your spice rack, over time there can be chemical changes in them, just like with our inks. And if you are combining old with new or new with old, they can sometimes not interact very well together. Also too, with our inks, they can over time, even our ink pads, over time there can be chemical changes in them. They're not designed to last a lifetime, because the inks are chemical based, basically. So, you know, chemicals break down over time and change, and environmental factors can come into play and all sorts of things like that. So you certainly can give it a go, Glenda, but there's no guarantee that it will work. And Stampin' Up! Are recommending against that now. So they do recommend that when you buy a new ink pad, you buy the ink refill with it and use that ink refill with the new. Yeah, I know. Look, if you've got an old ink pad and you've got a newer ink refill, if the old ink pad is not going to be any use to you anyway, I always think it's if you're going to just chuck it out anyway, you could give it a go and see, but there's just no guarantee. So yeah, just, you know, use your best judgment, I suppose, in that regard. Amber said, it looks like just the assortment one of the watercolor pencils is retiring. Oh, thank you, Amber. And so there'll be a new set with the new colors when the new catalog comes out. So yeah, thank you for checking that, Amber. That's awesome. And Amber says, it says on the list that the soft pastels will be reconfigured for the new catalog. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Amber. Amber's my moderator. She's actually my daughter, and she works as my assistant. So she's usually in the comments as well, moderating comments and helping me with little things like that when I don't have access to them when I'm filming. So thank you so much for that, Amber. So this catalog is going to be retiring very soon. If there's any products in there, grab them while you can. Same with the mini catalog. Mini catalog is going to be going soon. While we're just talking about color though, let me just show you. I've got a little flyer here for the color refresh, and you might see in here some of the new colors. So I don't have all of the new colors to show you yet, but I do have this little promotional flyer. So you might see some of the new colors in here, or some of the returning colors, which is exciting. We've got some new blues as well. We've got some returning greens. I can't remember all of the colors off the top of my head yet. I'm still getting my head around them. But yeah, so this will just give you a little bit of a look at some of the, and if you look really closely, you might get some sneak peeks of some of the other things in the catalog too. So there's that. The new 2023 to 2025 in colors, this is what they look like. They are beautiful. A little bit harder to tell when you're using pattern papers, but when you see the ink pads and the cardstock, oh, they're so beautiful. Loving this pink, loving this one. I can't remember all of the names yet. This one is the boho blue. We do know about that one because of the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine that was in the in celebration for the joining offer. So we knew about that one. Everybody knew about boho blue. So that's that one there. And then we've got these other this one's a really beautiful color too, actually, and this one as well. So I guess this one might be our next new favorite, instead of, because we're losing Sahara Sand. This one's a bit deeper, but it's a similar, I don't know, to me it looks similar, but I haven't compared them. It'll be interesting to compare the cardstock color when we get the cards, the actual cardstock. So as demonstrators, we can order these new ones and all the new everythings for the other new colors that are coming in the color refresh from the 4th of April. Now, if you want to get them early, you don't want to wait until May, you don't want to wait until the 2nd of May, you want to get them in April, and you're not already a demonstrator, please consider joining my team, because all of these new products you can put in your starter kit from the 4th of April. And you get to spend $235 or choose $235 worth of value, and you'll only pay $169, plus you'll get free shipping on that order. And then after that, you'll get a 20% discount on all of your Stampin' Up! Products. And believe me, you'll want that 20% discount when you see this new catalog, because there are so many beautiful new products, and you'll want to get a discount so you can get more products for your dollar. So there's that. Okay. So I'll just quickly tell you again about the retiring lists. I will pop them up. I mentioned this just before when we first started, but in case any of you have jumped on a little bit later. So the retiring lists are out. I will put them in my newsletter today. I will put them on all of my social media. From the 4th of April, when the last chance products go up, they're all available now. You can get them now. However, from the 4th of April, some of them will be discounted up to 60% off. But as I said before, between now and the 4th of April, now that we know that these products are retiring, they might already be gone. So if there's something that you had on your wish list, something that you loved, then consider getting it now. Now, one of the big things which has caught a lot of people by surprise, and a lot of people are very upset about it, is the Stamparatus. The Stamparatus, sadly, is retiring, as is my very favorite small grid paper. I'm sad about my small grid paper. Thankfully, I recently bought a brand new pack. I might need to get another one again before it goes out as well. So it's retiring because it's made for the Stamparatus, even though I use it more not in the Stamparatus. But the Stamparatus is going, and all of the additional tools that come with the Stamparatus are also all going. Okay, so if you don't already have a Stamparatus, or you've had it on your wish list, I'm just going to pop my magnets away underneath. I've got my magnets covered in washi tape, so that if they happen to snap together, they're less likely to break and less likely to you know, get shards of magnet in my finger or poke myself with it or something. Yes, so this is going. Can you believe it? It's going. So sad that this is leaving us. So many people are so sad. But yeah, if you want a Stamparatus, and now that this has been announced that these are going, I don't even know. I haven't looked on the list to see if they're going to be reduced. I can't even tell you at the moment if they're going to be reduced in price, but I think this might be one of the items that people are going to be snapping up, because, yeah, lots of people love the Stamparatus. But yeah, there you go. So it's leaving us, which is very sad. All right. Does anybody have any other questions that I may be able to answer at the moment? I don't have all the information yet, as I said, because I haven't had a chance yet to go through all of this list. I've only had a sneak peek of some of the catalogue. So when I look at a new catalogue, what I usually do, everybody, of course, usually starts at the front and goes through and looks at all the stamps and all the rest of it. I don't. I go straight to the back and I look at all of the tools. So I first of all look at all of the tools, all the embossing folders. This is the current one, obviously. So, you know, some of these will be staying, but some will be going. I look at all the tools, the dies, and I work my way back, the punches, all of the tools, and then my favorite things, which is the ribbon and bling, as you all know. And then I go back to the DSP. So I think I got as far back as the ribbon and bling. Yeah, and then I went back to bed, so I didn't really see anything else. Amber said, the Stamparatus will not be discounted. Oh, there you go. Amber has already checked that. Thank you, Amber. The Stamparatus will not be discounted, just the foam mat and the magnets. There you go. And they said too that the Stamparatus, if it sells out, sorry, if it doesn't sell out, I mean, I don't know the stock numbers that they have or what they're expecting or whatever, but they did say if it doesn't sell out, whatever, before the new catalog, what they'll do is they'll put it into the online exclusives until they're all gone. Then they'll be gone for good. But I don't know what the stock is. Like, that's just what they're saying at the moment. But they might all be gone by then. They might be gone before that. So Amber says, Julie says, it says on the list that the Stamparatus and accessories are only available while supplies last. Yep. Any excess inventory will be moved to online exclusives. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, that's what I was just trying to explain, but you probably explained it much better than I did. Yeah, so only available while supplies last. So, yeah, I wouldn't wait if it's been on your list. All right, so that is a lot of news. Now, do we have time for a quick card? You know what? I need a sip of water because I have been talking so much. I need to wet my whistle. All right. So what I did today is, because I knew I was going to have all of that to tell you about, I thought I'll just pull out a kit today, and it's a brand new kit that I haven't used yet. So I thought that's what we do today because that will be a lot quicker. Now, have I missed any comments? I'm just scrolling back through. I think we're all good. If I've missed any of your comments or questions, please ask again. Oh, Glenda said yes, please, for a project. Okay, awesome. Goody, goody, goody. Let's do that. All right. So this one I have been really excited about, but I just have not had a chance to use it yet. So we're going to play with this today. This is the new Colorful Kaleidoscope Kit. This is the latest Stampin' Up! Kit that came out. I've put the code up. Excuse my messy writing. Not the neatest of writers. But I put the code at the top here, the price and how many cards it makes, just so that you can take a screenshot of that if you want to, so that if you love this, you can order it. Or if you want to write that down. So grab that now, and that'll give you a chance to grab that. So it makes 9 beautiful cards. And since I saw this, I have been so excited. But look, I haven't even opened it yet. So I haven't opened it, haven't played with it. Did I watch the video? I don't even know that I watched the video, because with every new kit, Sarah Douglas, the Stampin' Up! CEO, she films a video of how to put it together, and I don't remember watching the video of this one. Did I watch it? Can't remember. Anyway, I always cut the label off because I like to put the label on the inside because it's got the reordering code on it and all the information about the that we need for ordering. So if somebody wants to know, I can quickly pull it out, although I have it written on that promotion flyer at the moment. All right, so this is how your kit comes, wrapped in plastic to keep all the contents in. There we go. So yeah, so it's just got the ordering code on there. I like to keep that in the box. And let's have a look what's in our box. So this is a stamping kit. So we've got a stamp set in here. And this one has got lots of thank you sentiments. May your day be filled with light and love. Oh, that's a nice sentiment too. That's not a thank you. That'd be nice for anything. Wishing you a magical birthday. Oh, there you go. You got birthday as well. Thanks. I can't thank you enough. And I love you so much. You could even mask off the and just have I love you so much. Just because you're so special to me. And then we've got thank you, thank you, thank you. So there you go. So that one's actually got, let me move the light back in now. That one's actually got lots of different sentiments for lots of different occasions, which I didn't realize. So that's really cool. I was thinking it was more just thank you because that's what was standing out to me. But then when I read all the others, there's lots of other beautiful sentiments too. So that's cool. We've got a grey granite ink spot in there. Now with my ink spots, I like to keep them as gifts. So instead of using the little ink spot, I will pull out my own grey granite ink pad and use that instead. Ooh, liking the look of these embellishments. Hang on, let's get this out of the box. I'll move the box out of the way. These boxes are great to keep for storage. Store your craft items in here. Actually, if you have a collection of these ink spots, this would be a great storage solution to keep your little ink spots as well. You know what else I just thought of? The re-inkers. So the re-inkers, I keep them in the old wide mount cases, which aren't available anymore. These are the old wood mount wood mount stamp cases, and that's what I keep mine in. But I just had a thought that this would be perfect as well to keep your re-inkers in, because they're a rectangle box and they will stand up, because I like to keep mine standing up so they don't leak. But you could actually put them in here and stand it up. So that's another use. Or you can use these as a gift box. You can wrap them, cover them in your DSP, cover them in your cardstock, tie them up with a pretty ribbon, put a label or a tag or something on there, use them as a gift box. Or what I usually do is use them when I'm going somewhere to take my kits with me. I pop them all in the box. Everything's there to go in the one box and off you go. So much easier than having to take, and all I do is I chuck in my paper snips and usually my take your pick tool and my chamois, and then you're good to go. All right, so let's open this kit up and have a look. Now, when you get your kits, if you turn them over, you've got all the components on one side, and on the other side, that's where the instruction sheet is. Okay, so if you think, oh, where's the instructions? I didn't get instructions with my kit. They're there. You just have to look for them. They're on the other side of the cardboard. All right, let's take all this out. Keep that piece of cardboard, because that is good to pop in with your projects to keep them nice and flat. There's our instructions. Let's have a look at the instructions before we have a look at the components of the kit. So we've got the 3 different projects, so 3 different cards, and you get 3 of each of those. You've got the beautiful patterned envelopes, and there's a different one for each card, so they're gorgeous. Then you've got all your step-by-step instructions in here, which we'll use. We've got the ruler along the edge in inches and in centimeters. So we need that for measuring our twine. And I'll show you how to use these instructions if you're not used to the Stampin' Up! Kits. And on the back page, it shows you all of the components of your kit. It gives you your coordinating colours. Oh, we've got Bermuda Bay in this one. Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Gold, Grey Granite, Night of Navy, and Petal Pink. And then if you're a beginner stamper, or you're new to stamping, or you're not feeling very confident, there's a QR code there that you can scan with your photos. Just open up the Photos app on your phone, scan that code, and that'll take you through to a video with tips and tricks for stamping. And for this particular kit, or the kits in general, there's a QR code there for the kits section in the online store as well. So that'll be the general online store. That won't be my direct online store. So if you go to that one, then you would need to select me as your demonstrator if you're shopping with me. All right, so that's the instructions. Now let's have a look. Now in every one of the stamping kits, so we have stamping kits and non-stamping kits and project kits. There's a few different types of kits. This one is a stamping kit. I'm just trying to open the packet. With each of the stamping kits, you will get your stamp set. So there'll be a different stamp set for each of the stamping kits. You'll get a ink spot, and it will be a different color depending on your kit. You'll also get a block. So this is a D size block. And again, I do have a couple of these on my shelf, but I tend to keep these ones and use these as gifts because I have lots of other blocks. So I usually just, when I'm using it, I usually swap it out for one of my D size ergonomic blocks, which are from this is one of the clear blocks from the annual catalogue. Okay, so I'll put that there, and this one I'll put to the side to keep that nice. Glenda said, I keep all my kit stamps in one of the kit boxes, and you know that they're there. Yes, that's a great use for those boxes too, Glenda, because we get quite a collection of these little stamp sets, don't we? And they're very handy to have. Amber said, being that there is a colour refresh, will kits currently in the online store containing old colours retire? I actually thought that myself, Amber. They haven't said, but I'm not 100% sure. But I did think of that when I just read those colours there. I'm like, oh, this one's got Bermuda Bay. I wonder how long this one will stick around for. I'm really not sure. Yeah, that's a very, very good question because we've had the colour refresh. It could change our kits too. We don't know. We haven't been given that information yet. That's a really good question. I might ask that one in, I might ask Stampin' Up about that. We've got these beautiful embellishments. Oh, look at these. I love these. These are like our metallic dots that we have in the annual catalogue. I love these. So that'll be great to use those. We've got some mini Stampin' Dimensionals. We've just got a few there. We mustn't need too many for these kits. I'll pop them back in the bag so I don't lose them. We've got our overlays for our cards, and these are in a little baggie. So we'll put those to the side. We'll have a look at those in a minute. I wanted to check out the envelopes. Oh, look at these amazing designs inside these envelopes. So this kaleidoscope kit is like the children's kaleidoscope toys. Do you remember those? I had one as a kid and I loved it. And then when I was working at the preschool, they got one in at one stage for one of the activities for the children, one of the toys for the children. And I used to go in there and play with it with the kids. I loved it. Loved it, loved it. So lots of geometric patterns and colours and beautiful colours. So that's the grey granite, petal pink, and that would be the Bermuda Bay. So really beautiful. And then let's have a look at the card fronts, or the card bases, I should say. This is our card bases. So we've got 3 of each one. That's the blue one, the Night of Navy. And then we've got the Calypso Coral. So gorgeous with that gold in there. Can you see the gold? See that? That's beautiful. And then this is the grey granite base. And we've got all those gorgeous colours. Oh, I think this one's my favourite. Really beautiful. Oh, I did watch the video. That's right. Because there was a tip about one of the overlays. Let's have a look at the overlays that go over the tops of these designs on these cards. I have to remember what that tip was now. Make sure I get it right. All right. So we have got this one. And we'll have to have a look at the instructions to see which one goes with which. Oh, no worries, Julie. You have to go to school to pick up the kids. No worries. That's fine. Feel free to come back and watch the replay later if you get a chance to. All right, so that's one of the overlays. Really pretty. Then we've got a white overlay, which has got the diagonal strip. That one obviously goes with the Calypso Coral one. This is the one you've got to be careful that you put the glue on the right side, because it's got that diagonal. It'll only work one way. So... And then we've got this one, which is in the Bermuda Bay, which is gorgeous. And then what else? There's more underneath here. Oh, we've got some foam strips, foam adhesive strips. That's cool. I haven't seen a kit with those yet. Then we've got some sentiment labels. They're really nice with the gold and some accents. And then we've got some more labels there. And there you've got your adhesive dots. Now, when people see these in the kit, they often think that they're an embellishment because they see the colour on them. That's just printing on the paper backing. But these are actually little glue dots, okay? They're a little bit different to our mini glue dots that we have in the box, but they work the same. They're a double-sided adhesive. So they're stuck on a piece of acetate, and then when you take the paper backing off, so you pull them off to stick them, and then you've got the paper backing, you pull the paper backing off, and it becomes a double-sided adhesive. I tend to just replace those with my own adhesives because, again, I keep these to send out to people for gifts. So there you go. So that's all the components in the kit. All right. So let's see, which one do we want to make? Well, how about we make this one with the diagonal, because I think from the video that one was the more, not complicated, but you just had to make sure that you did the angle correctly. So how about we do that one? All right, so let's open up this. I'll grab my grey granite ink pad. So I'm going to use my big grey granite ink pad instead of the ink spot. It's the same ink, It's just that I like to keep these little ink spots as gifts. So I'll put those to the side. We've got our stamp pad. I've got my block, so I've substituted that. The embellishments I'll put over to the side. And let's have a look. Okay, so if we open up to the, it's like the second last page. This will show us all of the things that we need to create each of the cards. So I've got my card base. We need the white overlay that's got the, now these ones are actually a coloured instruction sheet, which makes it so much easier. So we've got one of these white overlays. We need one of those. Then we need one of these pink labels. And a gold strip. Now these all just pop out. These ones aren't stickers, so they just pop out really easily. Then we need the embellishments. It shows us here that we need 3 of the Stampin' Dimensionals, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the strips, the foam strips, and then the block and the ink pad. All right, so let's put all of these other ones aside. And which envelope do you think goes with this one? Let's see. Did it show us on the front? Oh, it did. The petal pink one with the Calypso coral. Yep. Of course, because they match. Matchy. All right, so let's have a look at our instructions. It's the 3rd card. Not sure if we'll get all 3 of them done today because we spent a lot of time looking at the colours, the retiring colours and all the colour refresh excitement. Okay, I'm going to pop this up over here. And basically you just follow the steps. Stamp your sentiment. You put your overlay on. It shows you where to put your adhesive. See the dark lines? That's the adhesive foam. You add your little gold strip, and then your sentiment shows you again where to put your adhesive, and then you add your embellishment. So it's really easy to do, she says. So let's see how she goes. All right, first of all, we're going to stamp our sentiment. Now I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat. If you don't have a Stampin' Pierce mat, you can use the cardboard that came in your kit. It just gives you a little bit more give underneath your piece that you're stamping on. Okay, so yeah, so you can use that. The cardboard, of course, isn't as foamy and spongy as this one, so you might get a different result, but yeah, just see how you go. All right, so we are stamping, wishing you a magical birthday. Well, you can stamp any of them, really. You can stamp just because you're so special if you want to. But you can stamp whatever you like. So let's take this one off. I'm going to grab my D block, which I hid under here. So because these are photopolymer stamps, you can see through them. It's really great. So if you just lay them down on a surface, like a non-stick surface, like paper, if you've got some paper, actually, where's my grid paper? I'll use some of that. I'll grab some of my small grid paper while it's still available. So sad this is going. I'm going to have to start using up all my big sheets of grid paper again, aren't I? I've got a lot of it, so got a lot to last me for probably years to come. All right, I'll pop this down. That'll just protect my Stampin' Pierce mat. All right, we just put that down so that the writing's up the right way. Take your block to your stamp and pick it up like that. Now, when the stamps are new, it's a good idea to give them a clean before you use them. If you are just new to stamping and you don't yet have one of our Stampin' Up! Cleaning tools, this is the Stampin' Chamois. If you don't have a chamois, we also have the Stampin' Scrub, which gives you a nice good deep clean of your stamps. Or if you don't have those, you can just use baby wipes. Just be careful of the types of baby wipes that you use. You want to use ones that are unperfumed and low lint. This one's very squeaky. So give it a good clean. All right, and then dry it off before you use it. If you leave your stamp wet when you ink it up, it will affect the ink because these are water-based inks. So make sure you dry your stamp before, and you just dry it by just stamping it on some plain paper. Okay, so we'll ink that up. I'm just going to test it first on my paper. Beautiful. And then we're just going to stamp it. We're stamping it in the middle? Yes. Looking at my instructions, we're just stamping this in the middle. So let's hope I get it lined up. Let me bring it down a bit closer to me so I can get my head over there a bit better. And line that up. I hope that's in the middle. Let's see. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, and then ink off the excess ink and then give it a clean. And then remember to dry it. And always dry them before you put them away as well. Before you put them back on your sheet, just let them air dry a little bit, just so that they, you know, you don't want anything growing in there. So not saying that it will, but it's a good idea to dry anything before you put it away. All right. So that's our sentiment done. All right, that's all the stamping we needed to do. So that was nice and easy. Might keep out my grid paper. Let's pop the grid paper under there. Okay, so next step is to add our adhesive to the back of our little overlay. So what we should do actually is to fold our cardstock. So this is our card base. It's already scored for you. So all you need to do is fold it on that score line and burnish, what we call burnish, or rub along that folded line to help it to give it a nice crisp crease. Now I'm using a bone folder, which you can find in the Stampin' Up store, the online store. If you don't have that, you can use the edge of your block. Just make sure that it's clean of ink. And if you do that, you might want to do it from the back, just to be sure. Use the edge of your block to just run along the edge there. Okay. You can use your fingernail if you've got good, strong fingernails. I don't have. Mine are very, very soft. So I don't like to do that. I don't like the feel of doing that either, by the way. All right. So before you put your adhesive on your overlay, check which way your overlay is going to go, because you want it to go at the same angle as this panel here on the front, or the decorative piece on the front. So we want it to go that way. So what we're going to do is I'm going to flip it over this way to put my adhesive strips on. Now, where did I put those adhesive strips? There they are. Here we go. Hey, Dimity, how you going? Great to see you. Oh, you'll have to go and, when you get a chance to later, Dimity, you'll have to rewind and watch the beginning, because we looked at all of the retiring colours that are going, and we talked about the new colours that are coming. And also, something that you had asked me about the other day, but I didn't have the information. I also let everybody know that the Stamparatus is actually retiring. So, yeah, that was a big shock to a lot of people that was going, me included. So, yes, it is actually retiring, and all of the tools with it, all of the Stamparatus tools, including my very favourite small grid paper, is also going, which is very sad. All right, so we're just going to use one of these adhesive strips on each side. These are very thick. They're a lot thicker than the other Stampin' Dimensionals. They're a lot more dimensionalized, I suppose you'd say. They're, yeah, thicker. Oops. Oh, that one nearly didn't make it. There we go. Okay. So now let's see what else. Oh, they do say to put a mini Stampin' Dimensional in the center as well to hold that centerpiece up. Lucky I just checked that, because I didn't notice that at first. So we'll take one of our mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this sheet nice as well. No, let's use it. Let's use it. I was going to say I'll use my own dimensionals, but I won't. I'll use these. These ones actually look a bit thicker than our usual ones, and probably because They might be closer in thickness. Oh, they are too. They're closer in thickness to the strips, because the strips are thicker than our normal dimensionals. So yeah, good to use these ones. And just pop that down in the center. Now when you turn that over, if you can see a little bit of that dimensional, don't worry, because we're going to put the embellishment on top of that. Okay, so don't panic about that. Dimity's saying, what are they replacing the Stamparatus with? They're not. Well, I haven't had a good look all through the whole catalogue yet, Dimity, but I did have a quick look at the tools. I didn't see that they were replacing it with anything. So I think it's just gone, which is very sad. So yeah, so if you don't, I was saying to everybody that if anybody doesn't have one and they've been wanting one, they should get one ASAP, because they're also not reducing the price on that, or on the Stamparatus. So yeah, I wouldn't be waiting if it was something that you had wanted that you didn't already have. That goes for everybody. All right, so I'm just removing all of the paper backings from all of those pieces. And let's move that away now. That's ugly, because that's got ink all over it. It's messy. And we're going to pop this up over the design that is printed on the card front. There we go. Beautiful. All right, and next we add, all right, so we put some adhesive on this one, and then that's going to get added onto there, and then that's going to get added over the top. All right, I'm going to use my liquid glue. If you have this kit, you can use the adhesive that came in the kit, which I'm now, where did I put it here? You can use the little adhesive dots that came in the kit, okay, and it shows you in the images where to put them on the ends of each of those. I'm just going to use a little bit of my liquid glue, because I love using my liquid glue and it's quick and easy. So I'm just going to put some through the middle there, not too much. Come on. There we go. And this just goes down in the middle here. And is it hanging off a little bit? Yeah, it's hanging off the edge a little bit. Oops. So I'll have that hanging half off the edge there a little bit. I love all the gold accents on this kit. So beautiful. And then this one is just being adhered down as well. So if you're using whatever adhesive you're using, just put it along the middle, because it is going to hang off the edge as well. And then just line that up with your gold strip. Beautiful, look at that, so pretty. And now we get to add our pretty bling, our beautiful, beautiful bling, our little metallic dots, and we're going to pop that in the center, like so. There we go, gorgeous. And then the inside is already white, so it's ready to write on, and there we go, that's done. I reckon we could whip up the other ones real quick. What do you think? Do you want to see another one? I'd love to make the other ones. Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? What do you reckon? I reckon. And there's our envelope that matches. I reckon let's do it. Oh, Amber said alternate project. Use the printed card front, how it is, and use the overlay on a different project. That's a great idea, Amber. Amber likes the look of the card front just how it is. Yeah, without the overlay. Yes, that's a great idea. Yeah, you could just use that as it is. Yeah, great idea, Amber. Thanks for that. Amber's on fire today. She is. Yes, go for it, Glenda. All right, which one will we do next? Will we do, let's do this one. We'll go back to number 1. We'll do this one. All right, so let's find the page that shows us what we need. So we need our base, this one here. Just need one of those, and the overlay. Oh wait, let's grab the envelope first, because I've got that right at hand. The overlays I put over here. Really need to put everything back together, because I've got some stuff over here and some stuff over there. Let me just reorganize all of this. Hang on a sec. It's adhesive there. Okay, overlay. Plastic bags. Let's put all the plastic bags together too. Overlay is the Bermuda Bay. Yep. And then we need one of those. Ooh, cool. We get a hexagon. A gold-edged hexagon. Hey, Laurie, how are you? Oh, you're just home from work. Oh, thank you for joining us. It's great to have you with us. Laurie, when you get a chance to, you'll have to replay and watch the beginning because I showed all of the colours that are going in the ink pads, the cardstock, and we talked about all the colouring tools, and then we talked about the new colours that are coming. So yeah, you'll have to go and check that out later if you get a chance to. What else do we need? Yes, and then we need our stamp set and our bling and our adhesives and all of that. Okay, so that's all up there ready. Let's just pop that up there out of the way. Okay, good. Alrighty. So we'll open up our, so on this one we're going to use 5, was it 5 or 6? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the metallic dots. And we're using the thank you stamp set. Yay, because I need thank you cards. I always am running out of thank you cards. So I send out a lot of thank you cards. All right, so let's first of all ink up our stamp. Well, let's mount it on our block first. That would be helpful. Our other stamp should be dry enough now to put back on the sheet. So let's just pop that one away. And we'll get the thank you. This kit looks very pretty. It is, isn't it? Have you got this one yet, Laurie? It's beautiful, the Kaleidoscope Kit. This is the first time I've played with it. I just opened it on my live, actually. I hadn't opened it before. Oh, you saw the video just now? Yeah, you love them. Aren't they beautiful, all the new colours that are coming? Bit sad for some of the ones that are leaving, though. Some of them that are leaving are some of my favourites. But as I said to everybody, I'm sure we will develop new favourites and we'll get over it in time. It's just hard to say goodbye sometimes, isn't it? Oh, Amber just gave a sneak peek just then. She noticed that we are losing one of our die sets that has hexagons in it. That'll be sad. That's been a fun set to play with. All right, so let's get our grey granite ink. Oh, you ordered a Stamparatus last night, Timothy. Oh, you must have known something. Oh, very good intuition. That's great. You don't have this one yet, Laurie. Oh, good. Well, hopefully you'll I'll be able to show you having the cards all made up, and yeah, you can see how you like it. Not how much you like it, but how you like it. All right, so let me just check my thank you. Yep, that stamps beautifully. So I'm turning my hexagon so I've got the points going at the top and the bottom. Just ink up my stamp, and I'm just going to stamp that in the middle. Beautiful. I'm very impressed with these stamps. They are stamping beautifully so far. Don't want to jinx myself or anything, you know. All right, we'll give that one a clean. Dry it off. Good. Thank you. All right, we'll pop that one over to the side. Next comes our overlay. So we'll fold our card base. Love these. They're so beautiful, aren't they? We'll do what we did with the first one, and we'll burnish that folded edge. And then we're going to take it, sorry, I just dropped my bow and fold it into my pen tin, which is quite close to where my lamp is, which has springs on it, so everything just vibrates. All right, we'll turn this upside down and we'll put our adhesive strips on there again like we did with the first one. And we need a few of the mini Stampin' Dimensionals on here as well. Oops, I'm going to be crooked with that one. There we go. The good thing with these foam strips is they're quite pliable, like they're bendy. So if you do happen to get them a little bit wonky badonkus, you can usually manipulate them to straighten them back up. Put one on the other side. So we've got one strip on each side. And then, how are we going for time? I've got to watch the time because I've got to take Amber somewhere later, but I think we're okay. You let me know, Amber, if it starts to get a little bit late and you need to give me a hurry up. Feel free to let me know. All right, and then with the minis, we're just going to pop them. Look, I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool. Ooh, there might be something extra special coming for the Take Your Pick tool, which I'm very excited about. I won't give too much away just yet because I don't know how much we're allowed to tell you just yet. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick up my adhesives because I find that so much easier. Now it's saying to do 3, one on the top and then one on these 2 that are at the side to help just support that overlay. Okay, and then this goes on to our card front. Yes, you agree, Laurie. Awesome. Very good. Laurie, Amber was saying too that she had an idea, an alternative idea for these projects because the fronts are so beautiful as they are that you could actually use these overlays. Just put a sentiment on the card front and use the overlays on another project. Would look beautiful over some other designer series paper or over just some cardstock. They're really pretty. So I thought that was a really great idea. There we go. All right, now does this have a right way up? I think it's symmetrical. So I think it's the same either way you put it actually with this one. So that's okay. So you just need to line it up with your design that's underneath and just overlay that. Great idea. Yeah, you like that one, Laurie? She's full of good ideas, my girl. There we go. Beautiful. All right, and now we're going to add lots of blingy bling bling. And then we add our sentiment last this time on this one. All right, so the bling is going on. Let's see where they've got them. Okay, so just on this part here, near the bottom of that. So in the design here, there's like this little diamond inside the big diamond. So just below there in that, I'll put one down and I'll hold it up and show you. Okay, so just going to put them there, 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 and there. Okay, pretty easy. So this one's going to be very blingy. I like this one because, as you all know, I love my bling. I love any excuse to use lots of bling. On my projects, often I always want to add more bling. And Amber says to me, Mum, no, you've got enough bling. Don't waste the bling, she says. I never think that it's wasting it though. All right, and then we can adhere that one there. Now it says to adhere that flat. Oh, I guess because that's a little bit delicate. That is a little bit delicate there. Yeah. So we'll put some, I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue. You can use your glue dots. They said just to put a glue dot at the top and the bottom. Let's just see how that's going to sit. Yeah, I think I'm going to just do a squiggle. I'm going to do a squiggle on the back, and then that's going to go down here, just in from the edge. So it just lines up with those 2 there. There we go. Beautiful. And then we've got our gorgeous coordinating envelope. How beautiful are these projects? I'm loving these. So pretty. All right, that's the second one. Well, let's go ahead and do the third one. We may as well. They're pretty quick to put together, and they'd be even quicker if you weren't talking. It's only because I'm talking. It takes me longer when I'm talking. All right, so we've got our envelope, our overlay. Let's get our base. It's pretty. Oh, I love this one. I love them all, actually. But I don't know. I think this one might be my favorite one. Did I just say that with the blue one too? I probably did. Oops, there's my adhesives. I need to keep them out. All right, what else do we need for this one? We need, okay, we need one of these rectangle sentiment strips and one of these Night of Navy angled strips, and that's all. That's all for that one. All right, that's everything. We've got our envelope. Good, good, good. And then we've got our bling. We're going to have 3 of our blings. Okay, that's all we need. Let's flip back over. And let's do our stamping first again. So we're going to stamp onto our little white sentiment. I'll put all of these bits over here. Bring back in my grid paper. Which one are we using this time? Just because you are special to me. All right, so our thank you should be dry enough to go back on the sheet now. It's had a little moment to air. And let's find just because you're special to me. Isn't that beautiful? That's a lovely sentiment. Oh, stuck to my finger. All right, so we'll lay it down, take our block, pick it up, give it a clean before you use it, remember, because they do come with a little bit of manufacturing oils on them, and sometimes the ink doesn't want to stick to them when they're brand new. So it's always a good idea to give them a clean. And sometimes if it's if you still find it's a problem, ink it up, stamp it off onto some scrap paper, clean it, and just like repeat that process, and then you should be good to go. Okay, and always do a test with a new stamp. Always do a test on a scrap piece of paper first. There we go, beautiful. All right, so just stamping this in the center. Ink that up. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh yeah, no, that's okay. And stamp that down. There we go, beautiful. I think with the, I'm just having a look. Yes, with all of the labels, you do get, with the sentiment labels, you do get one extra one in each of them. So if you do have any dodgies, then if you do have any dodgy stamping, then you have a spare, so it's all good. And of course, they're double-sided. Well, with the petal pink one, it's probably white. Yeah, the petal pink one is white on the other side, but if you had too many dodgy stampings, then you could. And with the hexagon, if you needed to flip them over to use them, you just lose the gold edging. But, you know, they're there if you need to. But they're pretty easy to stamp, these sentiments, as you can see. They stamp really nicely. All right, so that's our sentiment done. Now, our card base. Let's fold our card base. Now, this one this time is going to be a landscape card. Landscape card base. So we'll just burnish that. So it's so pretty, isn't it? And we're going to use our overlay. So we're going to have it up that way, and we're going to have this, the petal pink side showing. So turn that over, and we're going to pop 3 strips at the top and 1 at the bottom. So I'm going to put 1 here in the center first. Oh, sorry, at the bottom first. And then I'll do 2, I'll do 1 at the top, and then we'll do 1 in between them. And it doesn't matter if they're not perfectly lined up, because nobody's going to see that side. So give them a good firm press down. And one down the bottom. And then let's see. Yep, they use one of the small Stampin' Dimensionals. On the backs of each of those decorative pieces. So just put one in the middle of each of those just to support those, because where that's laser cut, you know, it's quite delicate and a little bit flimsy. Okay, so then that's going to go, then that's going to go onto the front of our card. So we'll just remove the backings. I'm just stabbing them off with my Take Your Pick tool. Save my nails, which I think oh no, this thumbnail is okay. The other one I had to cut really short the other day. There we go. Has anybody else already got this kit? I didn't ask that actually. I meant to ask you all. Has anybody else got this kit already? Have you had a play with it? Have you done some alternative projects with it? All right, so then we'll just line this up, and it lines up exactly with the decorative panel. So what I'm doing with this one though, because there's little dots inside each of those, the tips of each of those little, I don't know, what shape would you call them? I don't know what shape they are. Little pinwheels. They look like little pinwheels to me. I was kind of trying to line up the little gold dots in between each of those little, how well did I go? Oh, not super perfectly lined up, but it doesn't matter. You can't really tell. All right, and then we've got our strip. So this strip is going to go up on the mini dimensionals. So we'll put a couple of those under. Now it says just to do one on either side. I'm going to add a third one because we've got plenty here, and I think this is quite a long strip, so I would like a little bit more support under the center of that so that it doesn't sag. Because, you know, we don't want any saggy bits. Don't like saggy bits. Glenda says she has it, but she hasn't used it yet. Oh, there you go. You'll have to grab it out, Glenda. I've had it for a little while too, I have to say, but I just hadn't had a chance to pull it out yet. I've had so many other projects on the go. All right, so this is going to be stuck down here, like so. And then this sentiment label is just going to be adhered over the top. So we'll just put a little bead of glue just along the center, or if you're using those little adhesive dots, just pop them along the center there. And then that just goes down in the middle. Make sure we got that straight. That looks not too bad. Okay, yep. And then our bling. So we want a bling on the center of each of those little pinwheels. Oops. Oh, I nearly lost the glue dot of that. Nearly scraped the glue dot off with my Take Your Pick tool off the back of my embellishment, but I rescued it, so it's all good. There we go. So that one's finished too. So look how quick and easy those projects were to put together. Not really complicated at all. And I love the color of that. Beautiful. They're just so pretty. So let's have a look at the three of them. 1, 2. Hi, Rose. How you going? No worries at all. Oh, hubby's birthday today. Happy birthday. There we go. So there's our 3 projects from the Kaleidoscope Kit. This is it here, the Colorful Kaleidoscope Kit. If you don't already have it, there's your code, 161804. You get 9 beautiful cards, everything in there. This is a stamping kit, so you get the stamp set, and you get the ink spot, and you get the block, and you get all your adhesives. Now these 3 items here, you can use these on other projects as well. So sometimes people might wonder why the stamping kits are a little bit more expensive, because you get these added tools here, that you can then go on and you can keep those once you've used all of the consumable products in the kit, and you can go on and use these in other projects. So it's like a little mini kit in itself. So there you go. So what do you think? Do you love it? Isn't it beautiful? They are lovely cards, aren't they, Rose? Yeah. Yeah, you love them, Glenda. Are you going to get yours out now, Glenda, and have a play? Or sometime soon? Roz says she has it. She's had a short play and she's thinking of some alternate cards using this kit. Fantastic. Well done. Awesome. I'm just scrolling back to see if there are any that I missed. Oh, you ordered this kit last night, Dimity. Fantastic. That's really great. Awesome. Oh, you are going to get it out, Glenda? Awesome. Fantastic. And look how quick and easy they were to put together. And they're beautiful just as they are. But yeah, if you want to make alternative projects, there's always that opportunity with any of our kits. So there you go. All right. I will pop up the information about these ones and everything about those tomorrow on my blog. So you can find them on my blog tomorrow. All the information, I'll put an ordering link up and all of that sort of thing too. And I'll pop the photos, I'll take photos of them today and pop those photos up on my all my social media tomorrow. This one, Rose, is called the Colorful Kaleidoscope Kit. And it makes 9 cards. So that's the one there. That's the ordering code there. If you want to write that one down, Rose, if that's one that you like. And it's really quick and easy to put together. I put those 3 cards together fairly quickly. And that's with talking as well while I was doing it. So if you weren't talking, as I said to everyone, if I wasn't talking, I would have got them put together quite a bit quicker. But I was chatting as I went. But just beautiful with those gold highlights in each of the cards. They're just really, really pretty. This one's got the most gold, I think. It's got heavier gold images in there. All right, well, I'm going to quickly tip up the camera so that I can remind you of a couple of things before I go. So hang tight for a sec, and I'll just quickly do that. Here we go. Oops. And I'll just take that up a bit. All right, flip, flip. There we go. All right, and let's just fix the lights up. Oh, that light always gives me a problem every single time. I know you can probably read my words. Like you probably already know exactly what I'm going to say every time I flip my camera up, because every time that light does that. It's all good. So if you jumped on late, feel free to go back and watch the replay of this once I've uploaded it, because I talked a lot about the colors that are leaving us, and I showed all of the colors that are leaving us in the color refresh. I showed the ink pads and I showed some color swatches. Here they all are here. And we talked about the new colors that are coming, the returning colors that are coming. There you go. Look at all those beautiful colors that we're sadly losing. But that's okay. We'll get new beautiful ones. Oh, I think I didn't hold all of them up properly then. Some of them were caught in behind. Here we go. They're all the ones that are going. And we're getting lots of new lovely colors to replace them, which will be awesome. So that's in the color refresh. We've also got the last chance lists that have just been released. Oh, we had the new in colors as well. I showed the new in colors. I've only got the flyer at the moment, but as soon as we can order those as demonstrators on the 4th of April, I'll be ordering mine. So as soon as they come in, I'll be able to show you in person the new beautiful colors, but they are gorgeous. There's a little flyer about the color refresh. So I showed that and talked about that, and you might see some little sneak peeks of some new products in there. Stamparatus is retiring. So we talked about that. That's a big shock to a lot of people, and lots of people are very sad about that one. And the retiring lists. The retiring lists from the current annual catalogue and the mini catalogue are out. If you are a demonstrator, you can access these on the demonstrator website. If you go to Happening Now, it's all there. All this information I've talked about today is there. You can view that. This will be going out to my customers in my newsletter. Hopefully I'll get it done today. I've got a lot on today, and I've got something on tonight as well. I have to take my daughter somewhere as well. So if I don't get out tonight, it'll be tomorrow. But I will put those retiring lists on that newsletter as well, and I'll get them in my social medias. All of those retiring products, if there's anything that you really, really want, don't wait until the 4th of April when some of those will be discounted. Not all of them will be, but some will be discounted up to 60% from the 4th of April. However, between now and then, now that we know that those things are going, they may sell out. So if there's something that you really, really love, I would suggest getting them now and not waiting. And remember, with those inks, all of those colors I showed you that are going today, make sure importantly that you get your ink refills. Very, very important. Because if your ink pads dry out, and they do dry out over time and with use, if you don't have your re-inker, you won't be able to re-ink them and use them anymore. So, oh, the Stamparatus you hadn't heard yet, Laurie. Yes, the Stamparatus is going. So many people are sad about that. Yeah, it's a very, very handy tool. But, yeah, you'll go back and watch, Laurie. Yeah, definitely go back and check it out. I gave lots of information. So, oh, you're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. And Rose said she'll go back and check it out as well. Fantastic. All right. Well, have a great rest of the day. We have got a team event this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. We're going to be looking at the new catalogue together. So exciting. I've already had a little sneak peek of part of it, but I haven't looked at all of it yet. But I'm so excited to do that today. But I'll get all these lists out to you first. I will restrain myself. I'll do the things I need to do first before I sit down and have a little look, and I'll quickly have a little look hopefully before I join up with my team tonight. If you would like any of these products that are retiring, or any of the new products that we're able to pre-order, now just with the pre-order, so as demonstrators we'll be able to pre-order some of these products from the brand new products and the new colors from the 4th of April. Now, there is a pre-order list. If you are a demonstrator, there is a pre-order list that is available now under Happening Now catalogs. And then if you click on the new catalog, all the resources are there, and you'll see the list of the pre-order products that we can order. All of those can also be added to a starter kit. So, as I was saying, believe me, you will want your 20% discount as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator when this new catalogue goes live. So it is a great time to join my team, because not only will you be able to put all of those things in your starter kit, then you'll be able to get a 20% discount on all of those new products as well. So we've got new colours, we've got new products, new tools, new stamp sets, new colouring tools, all different sorts of things. So yeah, it's an exciting time. So lots happening. See you tonight, Roz. Yes, I'll definitely see you tonight. So if you would like more information about joining my team, our beautiful crafting community where we enjoy each other's company, we have lots of fun together, we gather together every month, and I've got some special team events coming up this year as well outside of our regular monthly catch-ups. Then please feel free to get in contact with me and ask me any questions that you might have, or you can click on my join link in my links, which I will attach to this video. So feel free to check any of those links, and click on my little link tree link, and that'll give you all the different links, and then you can navigate to where you want to go from there. So it's super easy having them all in one spot. All right, well, have a great rest of the day, and we're coming up on the weekend as well. So have a great weekend as well. I'll be back next Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Wait. What's next Monday? Next Monday is no, we won't have daylight savings anymore from next week. So here in New South Wales, where I am, and those of us in Australia that have daylight savings, our daylight savings is actually finishing on Sunday. Oh, so sad. I love daylight savings. So from next week, I will be going live at Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that might make it easier for a few of you that don't have daylight savings. Australian Eastern Standard Time from next week, 4 p.m. on Monday, 11 a.m. hopefully on Thursday. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye.